with the 18 being in your conscious core essence or your personality sun, we have work on what has been spoiled and correction. Now we have the third variation of the cross of service. So what this is all about is that correction of the mother-father energy. This is the cross that is correcting those archetypes and correcting the male and female archetypes so that the male can be better and the female can be better. So we can be better men, so we can be better women. And it's an ongoing process. We're always evolving. And it's not like this is happening on a whim, because it is the genetic imperative. We need to improve and continue to improve in order to have better genes. So what it's doing is making the male and the female better. And that can have a lot of pressure in it. So it's about creating the ultimate alpha male and the ultimate alpha woman. It's about perfection and all the names about the perfected being, which become ideological, of course, as we can see in when they can get radicalized and think that one particular aspect is better than the other. But it is more about improving and not a better than aspect. So when I look at this, we're looking at the concentration underneath and the joy underneath of creating those opinions of what is that corrective action. Now, again, they're on their trip. They're ready to go cross people. They're self-absorbed. So if this is you, you're being of service by correcting, by constantly correcting and concentrating on what needs to be corrected and bringing that joy and that vitality to that corrective action. So this could be pretty much, again, we're open to a lot of potential here. This is bonding in duality. So what the interactions that you have with others. So this right angle cross of service could be working in a place where you teach people manners and how to set a table, or etiquette, teaching CEOs how to present themselves in the boardroom, these kind of things. And then when we get to the juxtaposition cross of correction, of course, we live in a very complex world with multiple patterns, multiple people, and these are the people that absolutely master and recognize a flawed pattern. These guys are the root of that mastery, of being able to see it. Now, for the rest of us, these guys have a wealth of information inside of them, and they can influence us greatly when we are friends and align with them and be in their lives. However, most people aren't ready for that corrective action. They're not ready for that provocation that's underneath, or that fighter aspect that's underneath here. That's fighting for that and taking a risk on helping people be empowered to correct those actions that they need inside of them, so that they can be better, so that we can be better. Now, again, most people don't want that in their lives because they don't want that provocation. However, these are very powerful beings, and we definitely need them on our planet so that they can help us fix what is broken, fix what is not working, fix those corrective patterns that need to, or those patterns that need to be corrected, those broken patterns that need to be corrected. And then when we come to the upheaval, this is a very disruptive energy. They are here to present upheaval. The fifth line of the 18 is therapy. So there's a lot of psychological activity that happens when you get to these left angle cross of upheavals. This is the second variation. The first variation had the 17 in the sun, which was about mental opinions and mental concepts. Here, we're not looking at the mental aspect of it. We're looking to see what is working and what is wrong. We're always looking for those archetypes that can be challenged and how that challenge will benefit us and provide the solution of the corrective action that needs to be taken. So these are the beings that are always challenging that. There's always upheaval, possibly in their own lives as well, because they are challenging all the time. This, no matter what the risk, they are going to go ahead and challenge the authority. And then when you get to the 6th line aspect of this, there's a real naivety here, and they end up being the ones that are spoiled and get their own way. And whatever the corrective action that needs to happen, it just happens because of that. So isn't that interesting? Work on what has been spoiled. And then when we look at the largest aspect of this, the 6th line beings are very naive, and they are spoiled. They get what they want. So upheaval allows for those patterns to be better. So what do I see here? Geez, computer programmers creating disruption, creating a disruption, correcting a pattern, correcting whatever it is that needs to be corrected, taking a risk and doing that, and coming out with a whole brand new program that disrupts the industry. Anything that disrupts the industries, that's perfect. That's a perfect role for you. So being of service, being able to see what needs to be corrected, go out and challenge those authorities, that is really what's happening here. And being able to stand in the ability to provoke other people. That's what is happening here. So have fun with that. There's lots of wealth creation that I see around this. And again, it's in the duality. So tons of relationship aspects that could walk through this particular purpose.